Alright, so welcome back to some more MX versus ATV All Out. Now, in that last video, a lot of you wanted to see a lot of different things, and instead of doing one video for each thing, which didn't make a lot of sense, I decided to try and pack a bunch of it into one reasonable length video and show you all at once. And so, the first thing we're going to check out is the 450F. Last time we were using the 250F, so I went out and grinded out a bunch of moto coins so I could buy this bike. Actually, I bought a couple bikes and upgraded everything, which is really expensive and took quite a while. And that's why I only used one set of gear the entire video, because I would have liked to have switched on each, you know, from bike to bike to the quad to everything else, but just didn't have enough coins, so we just kind of stuck with what we have here. But this is the 450, and it's awesome. I mean, the 250 is a lot of fun too, but I don't know, something about the 450 just feels really good in game. And it was, again, I fully upgraded it, and I think it costs like 11,000 or 12,000 moto coins just to buy the bike, and then 10,000 for the motor upgrade, the maximum motor upgrade, and 10,000 for the maximum suspension upgrade. You actually have in-between upgrades too, and we'll kind of go over that in the full customization video, but just kind of letting you know. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over this big double table and pause it, and we're going to check out photo mode, which is so sick to see. I'm so happy to see that in MX versus ATV. I think it's so cool. I don't know, I really like it, and I'm glad they added it in. But the main thing I wanted to do was, well, there's two things. When you freeze it like this, the bike freezes, but look at the wind turbine still moving, so you still get like the sounds of the environment. You can hear birds in certain areas, the grass moving in the wind, the trees, the turbine moving, stuff like that. It's like the environment's still alive, just the bikes froze. Super awesome. And then I really wanted to get in there with the camera and show you the attention to detail. It's wicked. They did such a good job. We're zoomed in so close, and just every little tiny detail is extremely well done on both bike and riders. So awesome job. Thumbs up for the detail on the, just in the game in general, but specifically on the bike and the rider. So here we're using the 500 two-stroke. Yes, they have 500 two-stroke, 250 two-stroke, and 125 two-stroke in the game, not DLC. Now, I chose the 500 because why not? It's the 500, and it's freaking awesome, and we are going to send this. Check it out. If I would have shifted, I think we would have got this. I'm pretty sure we would have. Maybe, but yeah, we really didn't make that. Now, the one thing I kind of want to say is, I mean, I love two-strokes. A lot of us love two-strokes. I'm old enough to have grown up more on two-strokes. My first few bikes were two-strokes. Four-strokes weren't really a thing yet. They were just kind of, I guess, starting to be a thing. So the one thing I would like to see maybe worked on a little bit, I know a lot of people talk about the four-stroke sound, which I don't really have a problem with it. I think they did a pretty darn good job. The guy that was involved with making it, he did a great job with it, so I really don't have a problem with it. The two strokes though, specifically this, I don't really know what the 125 and 250 sound like so much, more so with the 500. I want it to have more of that two-stroke sound, that ringing sound, that screaming sound. Yes, I realize, hey, it's Wyndham, it's a 500. They're not going to scream it like they're going to a 125. Of course they're not going to, but you know what I mean. I want it to have that ring, that, I don't know what the sound, the word, I want it to have that brap. You know what I mean? I want that brap out of this. That's what I want. I want more of that. And I'm just not really getting it with specifically this 500. Now, maybe the 250 and the 125 are a little bit better. I really don't know, but it's not a deal breaker. It's just, I don't know. It's just something I would like to see and added in, well, it probably won't be added in, but maybe for future MX versus ATVs, just see a little more of that ringing two-stroke sound to it. And then we're going to cut to the quad. Here's the quad. Someone in particular wanted to see the quad and wanted to see some Freestyle Arena. So here's a Freestyle Arena. Going to show off some camera angles. This is the one that you have when you, like, just the normal close one. The follow cam, which is what I use slot right, slot left, and first person. And then you actually have a third option where you can use the custom camera. You have to turn it on in the options, so you hit pause, go to gameplay options, and enable it, and then you can zoom all the way out or zoom all the way in. It's just like an Encore, but it's more, I think you can zoom in actually closer than you could in Encore and farther away, so it's upgrade it a little bit, and then we're gonna kind of play around in this camera angle. Now I did this camera angle in Encore one time and thought it was so cool. It was kind of fun. Now I did hang it off to the side a little bit, but everybody hated it. Everybody hated it and didn't like it, and so I never really tried it. Now, yes, okay, it's a little bit far for me. It's not like I would stay like this forever, but hey, it's kind of cool that you have that option. You have that option to make it obnoxiously far away or obnoxiously close. Just kind of cool that you can get everything in between that. So you can make it however you want, put it at whatever position you want. Just a really cool, neat feature that they didn't have to add into the game, but they did. And then we run around with it really close. Now this one freaked me out a little bit because it changes the way the game feels. It honestly changes the way the game feels. If you zoom it in really close like this, it feels even faster than it did before. I mean, you're so close to the quad and the rider that things just feel like they're coming at you a little bit faster. So it's kind of fun to mess around in. It's not exactly the most practical camera angle, but nonetheless, people were asking, so you know, you have the option to make it custom and do pretty much whatever you want. But we're throwing out the big tricks, busting out the big tricks on this quad. But we are pretty much to the end of this, and then we're going to go check out Minnesota Supercross. Someone wanted to see Minnesota Supercross, so here you go, man. This is just for you. Seriously, just for you. I think I only saw your comment. I forget your name, but I know you asked for it. As well as some first-person camera angle, which is actually a lot better than it was in Supercross Encore. I really appreciate the camera angle, or the first-person camera angle, so much more. Because I don't know, it feels, it's so much smoother. It's not near as jerky or anything like that. It just feels so much better and works so much better. The only thing that I guess my small complaint would be that I wish that it felt more rough and a little bit more choppy over specifically the whoops. Now, if you come up shorter case, you do kind of feel it. Like there, I could kind of feel the back end kick up, but I want it to be a little more choppy over the whoops. It feels a little bit too soft over them, but I mean, small complaint, not a deal breaker. Again, just, it's hard to tell there because small whoop section, kind of jump in, jump out, but yeah, I don't know. It just, the whoops, I wish it was a little more rough, I guess. A little more, the camera bounced up and down a little bit more, you know what I mean? So that's really the only complaint, but other than that, man, first-person camera is awesome. It's so smooth. It's such a different experience than it has been in some other past MX versus ATVs. So really glad to see the change there. And then basically to wrap the video up, we are going to check out this outdoor track. It's in a free ride or a open world free ride area. I don't remember which one. Track's called, or no, what am I thinking? I don't think this one is in, actually. This is actually a dedicated motocross track, kind of a jumpy technical motocross track. It's called Shadow Valley. You can kind of see it there. Looks like Hollywood, basically. Final thoughts. I see some people saying that it looks more stiff than Encore. I think that's insane. I don't know where people are getting that. Maybe it's because of the way I'm playing it, but it is so much more loose and fluid. I mean, I loved Encore, so don't get me wrong. It's not that I didn't like Encore, and I'm just saying that because of that specific reason. I loved Encore, guys. I played the heck out of it. I played like almost 200 videos worth, not counting just playing the game and whatever. So this game is so much more smooth and loose, and much more loose than Encore. Now, they talk about the corners. People are asking about the corners. Said it looks weird. I think the camera kind of jerks around a little bit in the corner, okay? So I do understand that I wish the camera followed him a little more smooth. Now, there I didn't notice it so much there, but in some of the corners, I see what you mean. And, you know, with Encore, it was a little slippery, and All Out, it's not slippery, I guess. I don't know how to say it. It's like, it's not slippery. It's just, it's like you always have the best traction in the world going in the corners. I don't have a problem with it. It does take some getting used to, but yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. I just think you just have to play it for a while, and if you don't like it, then go a little bit slower through the corners, you know what I mean? So that's that, and just the overall handling of the game, it feels good, man. It feels feels really good. It feels smooth. It feels, I don't think the bike feels heavy, and it doesn't feel light. It just feels right in between. It feels like the bike's actually landing, if that's something you wanted to know. You know, like some games, it just might feel like you never really land. It does feel like it here. It's actually balanced really well in that aspect of it. So overall, yeah, man, I think the game feels really good as far as a moto game goes. So yeah, I think that's gonna about wrap up this video. I don't know what else to say. Got a couple more coming. Some customization will be coming yet. I think that'll be after this video, not before it. I'm not sure. I recorded them at the same time, actually. So one of the two will be up coming up next. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.